It's Friday Night Football. Your first and goal coverage with Joel Villanueva is supported by McDonald's Valley Wine.
Hey, welcome back. If you like fantastic football games, we had one here in the Valley tonight. Calallen Memorial and San Benito battling for a third-round playoff spot, and that is how we kick off our first and goal coverage. Channel 5's Brennan Ortega is live at Bobby Morrow Stadium, where neither team was backing down. The Mustangs and Greyhounds with many, many highlights in this one. Brandon?
Well, I'm used to calling the game of the week every Friday night. We might as well have had the game of the year. Undefeated San Benito taking on red-hot Calallen Memorial. Let's go right to the highlights, and there was plenty of them. What a night for Valley football. This game, a rematch that we saw just a few months ago where San Benito prevailed, pulling away late in that game. Tonight, both teams throwing out some knockout punches. First quarter, Eric Retta to Tyrone Harper, and look out. Harper tapping on the turbo button. He's going 46 yards to the house. Greyhounds get on the board, 7-0, but the Mustangs would strike right back and in a hurry. How about this? Kelechi Wachuku, you're used to seeing him lay out some big tackles. A touchdown right here ties the game at 7, and it would stay close later in the first half. All right, fast forward now. Second quarter, Retta handing off to Harper, and he's just going to work his way around the corner, making it look easy. 14-7 at that point. Harper just getting started. Later on in the second, the Mustangs, plenty left in the tank. Sean Scoogan, how about this? Beats one guy around the corner, and he's gone. Scoogan, just like he did when he faced San Benito last time, he scored the only 7 points the team had a few months ago, and tonight evening up the game, 14-14. In fact, Memorial took the lead, 21-20 at one point, but San Benito get one last touchdown before the half. Harper again making it 28-21 after the 2-point conversion, and then a field goal here, and then this is where things get really crazy. It went back and forth, changing leads about 3 or 4 times in the final minute. In the end, San Benito's defense prevailing in the final seconds. Final score, 44-35. The Greyhounds coming up with an epic performance late in the game, and they are now moving on to the regional round. Tentatively, we've been told they will face O'Connor out at Buck Stadium Friday night. That yet to be confirmed, but we do know final score here tonight. San Benito over Calallen Memorial, 44-35. Back to you, Joel.
Wow, what a game there. Thank you so much for that, B. San Benito, one of the Valley's undefeated teams. The other one tonight, Edinburgh Vela, they were facing their competition in Laredo today. Let's get to the highlights here. The SaberCats playing Eagle Pass out there. If we pick up the highlights in the third quarter, the SaberCats on top 14-10, looking for more. Nathan Garcia keeps it himself, dives in. SaberCats take a 21-10 lead. And now the SaberCats defense doing some nice work out there. Nick Enriquez punches the ball free. That starts a mad scramble for the football. Who's going to get it? It's the brother, Daniel Enriquez, with the recovery. And the Vela defense making some more big plays after that. This time, Eagle Pass picked off by Daniel Enriquez. And how about that Vela no-fly zone defense? They were locked in today. The defense sets up the offense. And it's a 28-10 win for Vela. The SaberCats move on to face Austin Westlake next week in a battle of unbeaten teams. They will play that game Friday in Gregory, Portland at 7:30. Up in Kingsville, a rematch from Week 1. Mercedes looking to avenge a 35-7 loss to the state's 4th-ranked 518 Calallen. And the Wildcats on the board early. Quarterback Colton Duff up the middle. Extra point was no good, so Calallen on top 6-0. Mercedes now trying to answer back. Mark Ledesma with the keeper. And Ledesma moving the chains for a Tiger first down. Coach Roger Adame trying to get his troops moving down the field. Same drive, different quarter, now in the second. Check out this pretty pass. Ledesma to his teammate Leroy Garcia. That ties the game up. But Calallen would come back and take the lead for good. The Wildcats top the Tigers 47-12. Mercedes ends their season with a record of 9-3. A year ago, we were live at Tomlander Stadium where Mission Vets knocked off Flower Bluff to make some school history. The Patriots reach in the third round for the first time ever. Tonight, That rematch was on, this time at the Hornets' Nest up in Flower Bluff. Second quarter, a 3-0 game, and the Patriots find the end zone. That's Landry Gilpin to Mikey Garcia. Patriots go on top 10-3, and the Big V flying high. Later in the first half, it's Gilpin going back to Garcia. And check out the yards after catch. Garcia getting inside the Flower Bluff red zone. Gilpin and Garcia, a potent combo tonight. Patriots head up again with the first down. Gilpin says, hey, I got this. Mission Veterans would go up 2 scores. Flower Bluff comes back to retake the lead. And this one a fight to the finish late in the fourth quarter. It is Mission Veterans trailing now 55-33. At the SAC in Laredo, it was Weslaco East and Alexander on the turf. Start the action in the second quarter. Bulldogs up 7-0. J.C. Vargas on the Wildcat look to the corner, cuts it back inside and dives across the goal line there. That ties the game at 7. Third quarter, Richard Lefevre was banged up earlier, but this big guy just keeps on trucking. No signs of wear there, and the Wildcats take a touchdown lead on the ensuing drive now. The Weslaco East defense getting into the mix. That is Freddie Cardenas with the interception. The Wildcats take this one back deep into Bulldog territory. Who do the Wildcats call on next? It's Vargas. The Wildcats workhorse in there for the touchdown, and Weslaco East holds on for the 21-18 win. And for the third time in 4 years, the Wildcats are in the third round. East set to face Cibolo Steel next week. Another one of the Valley's success stories this season is Rio Hondo. The Bobcats picked up a district championship plus a first-round playoff win. Next up for them, a showdown against Navarro, this game in Calallen. And that is where Channel 5's Ruben Juarez is live tonight with the update. Ruben, take it away.
Hey, Joel, that's right. Rio Hondo on a roll right now. The Bobcats on a 9-game winning streak. The district champions lighting up the scoreboard this season, throwing the ball. Tonight's opponent, Navarro, also scoring a lot of points this year, but they're doing it running the ball. Rio Hondo head coach Rocky James told us earlier this week that a lot of points would probably be scored tonight. Let's go ahead and take a look at the highlights, and the Rio Hondo head coach was not wrong. Plenty of points to be scored tonight in this matchup. Let's start off with the Bobcats. First quarter, they're on the move. They go with the straightforward option. Tyler Bush with the quarterback draw up the gut. Navarro up at this point 8-7. Bush then using those legs to set up shop. He evades the pressure and fires it to one of the Valley's best receivers, Eric Pizarro, with a tremendous snag for the Bobcats. Rio Hondo scores a bit later. Bush throws it to the far side, and guess who? Pizarro. Navarro leading at this point 15-14 in the second quarter. This game going back and forth. Bush now firing it to a wide open cross. Gonzalez, but Rio Hondo still behind. No quit in the Cats though. This time they go to the deep home run ball. Bush on target to Jose Alas Mesa. That's 28 points for Rio Hondo in the first half. But unfortunately, Navarro scores 50 in the first half. The Panthers with too much firepower tonight. Navarro wins 71-44 the final. Rio Hondo fought back and forth with Navarro, but in the end, the Panthers too powerful tonight. In the end, a strong season for Rio Hondo, a district championship with the Bobcats end the year with a 9-2 record. Joel, let's send it back to you in the studio.
All right, thank you, Ruben. Brownsville veterans did not lack offensive firepower this year. Entering tonight's playoff game, the Chargers averaging 35 points per game. They would actually score 41 tonight, but it was still not enough. A seesaw game at Buck Stadium in Corpus. Brownsville vets going up against Corpus Christi vets. On the first play from scrimmage, Charger D steps up. Alex Villarreal with a tackle for the loss. However, the Eagles would go on to score that drive, and they would lead 6-0. Later in the first quarter, Chargers with the rock now. That is Abel Martinez on the carry. Down the sideline. Finally taken down inside the Eagles' 10-yard line. Gustavo Vasquez, a big weapon for Brownsville vets this season. And here goes the quarterback again. Vasquez gets it in. And this one really came down to which team made more stops. Brownsville vets was outgunned 55-41. The Chargers knocked out with a 10-2 record. What about Sharyland? The Rattlers facing the Alice Coyotes up in Alice, and the Rattlers did not have the best start. First quarter, Alice's Trey Jaramillo up the middle for the score here. 2-point conversion, no good. And the Coyotes on top, 13-zip. Sherry finally gets it going. Edgar Longoria back to pass, and he finds his teammate Blake Klein for the long first down. Sherry head coach Ranadame on the sideline giving the instructions, and whatever he said worked, because this one was great down to the very end. It would go not one, not two, but 3 overtimes before the Coyotes get the last score. Sherry eliminated 42-39. The Lyford Bulldogs, district champs, and by district champs, could they also be area champs? Bulldogs facing a good Edna team tonight. Early action, the Cowboys with a fake punt. Kenny Haynes takes it 28 yards to the Lyford 27. And the Cowboys back in business. Lyford's defense trying to stand tall now. Thomas Long trying to buy some time, but the Bulldogs attack, and they make the stop. Edna has to settle for a field goal, and Lyford down 3-0. On the Bulldogs' next drive, a handoff here for them, and it's a fumble recovered by the Cowboys' Reese Orsak, and Edna going to work right away on the very next play. Haynes with a touchdown run. Edna scoring at will in this one, and Lyford's run ends in the area round. Final score 45-7. And one more game in the TAPS playoffs today. Fort Worth All Saints blitzing St. Joseph 47-12. That's a look at sports. We'll be right back after this.